Hey everybody, how's it going? As a follow-on to our last leather cleaning tutorial video where I mentioned about using care conditioners to stop the transfer of dye, and I said that I hadn't come across a product yet that works, so somebody got in touch in the comments, Detail Girl 7, and asked if we'd ever tried the CQuartz Leather Protector, which I hadn't, so I decided to order some up. Today we're going to give it a whirl. First thing we're going to have to do is clean all of the seats in the car, and then we can apply the CQuartz to the seats, and hopefully this should stop any dye transfer, or at least make it a little easier to clean without using an abrasive cleaner. What I'm going to do though is I will treat the seats in the Ferrari first, but I'm also going to do the seats in the Range Rover because they're a lot dirtier and it gets used on a daily basis. So what I'll do is I'll treat the seats in there, then we'll revisit this in a couple of weeks and see how the leather's looking when it's been cleaned. In the kit you either get 30ml or 50ml of the CQuartz leather. I ordered 50ml to make sure I had enough product to do a few cars. 5 10cm squared suede microfiber applicator cloths, which you use with the foam sponge applicator, and 2 20cm squared suede microfiber buffing cloths to remove any excess product. You also get 2 of the stickers to attach to your windows to say that your seats have been protected with the CQuartz system. So first of all, we're going to clean the leather. We're going to use a leather cleanser. We want to use a cleaner that's not got any sort of extra conditioners in there that might make the surface greasy. So we just want a straight up cleaner for this. The next thing you're going to need is a brush to clean up with and a microfiber towel to wipe up with. First thing I like to do is spray some of the cleaner onto the brush and a little bit onto the surface. Then we just get a nice foam onto the surface of the leather, and then once that's all foamed up, we just wipe off the cleaner, and that's really pretty much all there is to cleaning the seat. So again, we'll spray, agitate into a foam, and the foam is where all the dirt particles are lifted from the surface, suspended in the foam. So what you want to do is don't let the foam dry, you want to get it off before it does dry. So just give it a wipe over, and that's really all there is to cleaning the seats. The seats in this car are quite clean already and they don't need a lot of extra work, but they do need protecting to stop the dye transfer. And one of the reasons we want to protect them is so we don't have to clean them too much, because leather is only painted, so every time you do clean it there is a chance you're going to be taking away some of the paint from the surface of the seats, and it's not something that you want to be doing too often, or more often than you can get away with doing. If you can get away with doing it less, then obviously that's going to be better for you. This just helps to remove any body oils, contaminants, dye that's already transferred to there, and anything like that. This will just quickly and easily remove it without being too aggressive. Sometimes you'll find that when you first get a car you might need to be a little more aggressive with the seats, but once you clean them and you start staying on top of them, then it takes a lot less time to clean them and get them back up to how you originally wanted them. Getting more dirt and dye transfer on the side bolsters where you get in and out of the car, which isn't a surprise. It's going to be one of your dirtiest areas, here and here on your seat, and that's going to be where you're going to get rid of most, where you're going to clean most on a lot of seats, and that's where your wear will tend to be. So we just want to give those a clean up. So applying the product is quite a straightforward thing. We take the sponge pad with the foam on the back and a suede applicator. We take the CQuartz leather, and what you need to do is you put a strip down the middle, and then all you have to do is coat the area of the seat that you're working on nice and evenly, and once you've done a small section you just need to reapply some more to the applicator. So it's quite a straightforward thing. The only thing is, in the instructions it doesn't actually tell you about reapplying it to the applicator. So the first time I did do this, I didn't put very much on to the applicator pad, and I later found that you should put slightly more on there, and so that's what we're doing this time. And just get a nice even coverage. All you need to do is lightly buff any excess off the surface. If you'd like to jump over to part 2 of this video now, you can see us cleaning and protecting the Range Rover Sport seats, and then in a few weeks' time we'll come back and see how the protection is lasting.